I'm here with Maximillian Riedel, 11th generation crystal maker from the Riedel crystal family. I guess my first question, Max, is how does your family get into making crystal and crystal glasses and sort of that transition?
First of all, it's a very old traditional family business. We're the oldest glass manufacturer that is family owned in the world. 11th generation, 250 plus years. And it went from one family member to the next. The passion was growing in childhood, and I think everybody in the Riedel dynasty always had the idea and the wish to continue with tradition in glass making. And nowadays we're not anymore in window glass producing or parfum bottles. We're into wonderful wine glasses, tools for the wine lover. And this now since 3 generations, where my grandfather Klaus Riedel was the very first to design a grape-specific glass. My father George carried the message into the world, and I'm the lucky one to be in America, working with people like yourself, making people aware of the fact that a glass does influence the perception, the taste of wine.
Sure. What so Klaus was the first with the Sommelier Burgundy, the Grand Cru glass, I believe, and then your father George took it forward. What is sort of the modern face, if you will, of Riedel glasses, or what is it that you're putting onto the Riedel glass?
So I started in the US in 2000, and soon noticed that we are lacking in a restaurant version of our glass, which is now Riedel Restaurant. We have expanded the collection into Extreme Restaurant and Flow Restaurant and others. And of course Riedel O. I think my name was mentioned truly first in the dynasty when Riedel O came to the market in 2004, which immediately became a huge success. And success you can always refer to as being copied, which Riedel is being constantly copied but never succeeded. And of course beautiful new decanter designs. And the decanting has become more and more interesting to people because wines have been made in new ways, in other ways, in different ways than back in the 80s and 90s. So there's more alcohol content, and so aeration is key. Mm-hmm. And for me, as I travel a lot, I always get inspired, and my decanter designs just show that.
On your decanter designs, I've always thought of decanting as a lovely showpiece, as a lovely way to entertain your guests and that sort of thing, and for young wines to aerate the wines. But I've always thought of the shape as being more or less aesthetic. But I know that you have some new designs that really add a lot of function to decanting. Would you talk about that a little bit?
First of all, of course, you need to differentiate between decanting old and young wines. I mean, decanting young wines is something which is more of a modern way of drinking wine. Because in Europe, if you would order a bottle of wine, younger vintage in a restaurant, and ask for it to be decanted, you would still get a lifted eyebrow, believe it or not. So in America, it's already different, which is a good thing. And of course, decanter design mainly is about aesthetics. So there's no grape-specific decanter yet, could maybe be something for the future. But the new decanters from Riedel, as we're talking about Face to Face and Eve, they are actually aerating the wine up to 7 times faster than traditional looking decanters. And the reason is the long neck and the functionality. The wine is being aerated in a way that has never been done before. And the videos are to be seen on our website, such as www.riedel.com, where you can see how decanters are being actually made, and also how wine is being aerated at its maximum.
Fantastic. Well, Maximillian, it's been a pleasure enjoying your work, and
appreciate it.
And thank you for sharing it with us.
Thanks. Cheers. Cheers.